Cousin Internet, it's me, Cousin Todd, with Mama's Comedy Show, and with me is Cousin Cody.
Good evening. Trying a new way of saying hello to people on this podcast.
Okay, that's good. Hold on, let me set you up again. So, hey, Cousin Internet, it's me, Cousin Todd, with Mama's Comedy Show, and with me is Cousin Cody.
Good morning. Shit, it's evening. Fuck.
All right. Hey, Cousin Internet, it's me, Cousin Todd, with Mama's Comedy Show, and with me is Cousin Cody.
Hello.
It's good.
I think that's the one.
Your new persona is constantly masturbating.
On the precipice of orgasming.
How long could you carry on a conversation with someone like that before they're like, I gotta go?
Oh, man, I don't know. I was having the same conversation with a couple of my friends about, like... yeah, and it was, like, the whole time. We were talking about, like, if... could you stay with someone if they had the most obnoxious laugh? But they laughed at everything you said, every joke you ever told.
Josh's mom is sitting right here.
She about spit out her water.
For those of you who don't know Josh, you probably heard him in the background of some of our podcasts. Cody, can you do his laugh?
It's like a dolphin. But
I can't do it. It's higher.
It's too high.
Higher octave.
It's the same laugh as yours. Yes. So he inherited it from you. Yes. So who did he get the clown squeal?
It reminds me of a dolphin sometimes when he gets to this that.
Well, there was a time that we had a really good show, and at the end of the show, we had a dolphin banging on the door going, "Who needs help?"
Yeah, I remember that.
I forgot to mention Cousin Megan is here.
Hey.
No, that's kind of lethargic compared to Cody's.
I'm fucking tired, Todd.
You're
Cody
fucking
doesn't
tired?
have a fucking job. Yes, he does.
I just got fired.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Oh my God!
Guys.
Did you really just get fired?
No. I'm fine.
Okay. Say something really racist so you can get fired.
Okay.
Dolphins.
I don't know. It was me trying to.
You ever
bleep out
notice
myself.
every dolphin looks the same?
Yeah,
No, keep going with this bit.
Yeah, keep going.
I really want to know what the next part of this is.
And porcupines really bring down the real estate around you, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a very funny bit. This is very good.
You guys ever see seagulls? They're flying around with feathers.
Oh my God! How you doing,
I'm really
Megan?
glad that I got. To be
You got here
for
just
that.
in time.
Megan, what sort of animal do you think is awful?
Is awful.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh. I'm not a particularly big fan. Are we talking animals? Are we talking insects? Like, what are we talking about?
Jesus Christ, you make it so complicated.
No, I don't.
Jason, how
I'm
do you
just
live
not,
with her?
I'm not like immediately racist. Like
What?
you.
Well, listen, I come from a different time.
It takes a little bit of time for her to get racist.
Yeah,
She's
just a
not
little bit.
immediate.
I gotta warm up.
Listen, my father, a different time. I came from the future.
I don't like cockroaches.
Would you
at
consider
all.
a cockroach an animal?
Well, that's what I'm asking. That's what I'm saying? Like,
All
are
right,
you saying
for
insects
sure.
or animals?
Insects too. Yeah, we'll go that way.
Okay, yeah. Those fucking cockroaches are gross.
You racist.
No,
bitch.
it's mostly just because the way they move. Like, they're too fast.
That's exactly how I
It's
feel.
disgusting.
They have an extra bone in their foot.
You don't know when. Okay. You don't know where they're going. I have that problem with anything that I can't. Like frogs and stuff.
Have you seen one in your house? Well, frogs are.
freak me out.
I
yeah.
like frogs, but
Spiders.
spiders.
I'm a
you
little
don't
bit cooler
know.
with.
I don't like frogs. That's why like pigs always want to rape them. Kermit and Miss Piggy.
Oh,
Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
sure.
He was clearly not into it, but they had kids, and she always came on really strong.
If you know what I mean. I would have to say the possum. The
possum?
The creepiest looking
Oh
thing.
yeah, they're
They're
weird
kinda dicks.
It's just got that face of like, you're in the wrong part of town, buddy.
Have you ever had one hiss at you?
Yeah.
No, I've had a raccoon hiss at me.
like
That was in my front
raccoons.
yard.
Yeah.
They
I
were
like
terrifying.
raccoons because they got human hands.
Yeah, as they put them around your neck and slowly squeeze the life out of
I'm
you.
into it, though. I'm into it. So.
Yeah.
Cody-
What's your least favorite?
Oh, I love all of God's creatures.
Oh, boy.
I think both of you are terrible people.
Except for fucking... What were you talking about when I walked in? What was it?
Oh, we were talking
Dolphins?
about Josh's laugh sounds like a dolphin.
Oh.
Because I was talking with a couple of friends. We were saying, like, if your significant other, Jason in this case, had the
That's
most
what you think.
laughed at everything you said, no matter what the joke was, always laughed and really hard and really long, but it was the most obnoxious laugh. Would you slowly fall away from them?
Wait, would you rather
Yeah.
be with that person who has the most obnoxious laugh and they laugh at everything you say, or someone who doesn't find your humor funny at all?
They sound like terrible friends.
Yeah.
Well, this is somebody that you're spending the rest of your life with. They're your
Then
soulmate.
I would say I like to improve. So somebody who doesn't think I'm
Yeah,
funny.
there's no improving, though.
Yeah, that's fine. So I'll never reach the improvement
Oh, my
stage, but I
God.
can always keep
That
going.
would be awful.
It would drive me crazy. Either scenario
Because
would.
you boys are fragile. It's really tough to be with somebody who doesn't think you're funny.
Yeah. See, this is an example of what it would be like.
Yeah. She's, first
I'm
of all,
I'm not excited about it at
first of
all.
all, Megan, take off that MAGA hat.
Okay. Listen,
hat looks more
I
like a
got
MAGA.
ideas. I went to Adidas. I'm a billionaire now. That's Kanye. I was doing
Oh,
Kanye.
really?
Oh, did you not hear?
Yes, of course. We
Excuse me.
The password on his phone is 0000000.
That was great.
What an idiot. Cody, I want you to eat this Black Forest ham and Swiss pretzel roll on.
I just don't want to be a
The
James.
podcast.
Hold on, well-
That's James's thing to eat on the podcast.
Yeah, you're stealing her bit.
Yeah,
of
it's her,
eating.
it's her golden bit that she does. You know, it's
all right.
just a great bit that I can't steal. But
Well-
she does steal some of my open mic stuff.
Yeah,
Open mic stuff. I
Open
don't-
mic.
What
A material?
All right, so
I'm calling it open mic now.
we do have a guest. Not to freak you out, Megan, but there's another girl sitting
I
at the
can
table.
see her.
Oh my
Here she is.
You guys
She's
see
got
each other?
glasses on too.
Whoa.
I thought women were so competitive with each other that they never saw each
That's
other.
because of
We saw each other. We don't acknowledge each
no.
other.
Oh.
Do you think
I'm-
women are like
I'm okay with
territorial
it.
dogs?
I think some women don't see
No.
unless you're moving.
because
They're like the T-Rex.
we don't have to worry about other women. We have to worry about men
Yeah,
all the time.
us too. Hashtag us too, Cody.
Oh boy.
All right.
Yikes. I'm
So let's
biased.
introduce her so
Oh,
Cody
that's
can
how
eat a
I got
sandwich.
fired.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss Krystal Tholen.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good.
Can I put my hands apart now?
Yes, you can. See how
You guys
supportive?
are just a treat and a treasure. I love you already.
So who are you? What's happening?
Oh, she's gonna do about 5 minutes of comedy.
Oh gosh.
Give it up for the person who's been sitting right across from you
I
the
just
entire
wanted-
night.
Like I thought you were going to continue the introduction. You just like said her
No,
name.
Yeah, I thought it was very MC-like of me to say, "Put your hands together."
Is she doing a type 5? You doing a type
Yeah,
5?
she's
guess
doing
I'm
type
doing-
5.
yes.
Hell yeah.
yeah.
That means we don't have to do A material?
No, we're doing A material for the show.
She's doing her type 5 on the podcast.
Oh, right now?
Now you're stealing.
No, she hasn't been here in the last few
I
weeks.
hope,
Yeah,
I
you're-
hope there's no prop comedy
Right now, you're
involved.
you're stealing
That's actually
Ed's
what that
bit.
suitcase is for.
This is going to be
I'm
interesting.
stealing-
I'm very excited to do this. I've never performed stand up sitting down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, we've been doing this for
people.
like the past. What is this? 107. We've been doing it since the 100th episode. So 7
Well,
episodes.
I haven't fucking been here. So.
You guys like soggy bread? Because that's what I'm about to eat.
All right, ladies and
You
gentlemen.
guys like listening to soggy bread being
Put your-
chewed?
Oh, here we go.
Ew,
What is it?
ew,
ASMR.
Yum.
Ugh. I would have driven my car off the road at this point. All right, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together one more time for Miss Krystal Tholen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. Should I start my type 5 right now?
Go for it.
Well, I appreciate it. As you can tell by now, Todd, I'm sort of a big deal. After every single mic I go to, people come lining up to talk to me, asking the same question. Hey, Krystal, we just gotta know, what do you like to do for fun? And guys, I'm just like you. Mainly, I just sit around in my panties, covered with my own filth. Pickle juice on my titties.
Yuck.
Yeah, you look like you know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely, 100%.
You look like the kind of lady who treats herself with the fancy pre-sliced kind.
Yeah.
Make it a spa day for the nips. And if I have the time and resources, which I usually do, I will lather myself with mayonnaise and slap my ass with Wonder Bread. It will stick.
It will
Yes. And I do this every Wednesday from 2 to 3 at your public libraries. Yes, as part of my own self-started feminist empowerment program I call No, I'll Make Me a Sandwich.
Yay! Hey!
The press isn't behind it yet. And you just can't trust other people's opinions, though. Like, I got told that my generation is a bad generation. What? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah. Oh, were we a bad generation? Oh, did you not like it when I swallowed your Tide Pods? Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe you should spank me in my Snuggie. I love you, Bernie Sanders. I didn't fake that. So, as you can tell, men fall instantly in love with me. Look at Todd, look at me.
Can't help myself.
Men like you beg for a woman like me to protect you. He writes me letters saying, please, let me in between strong thighs. If I can just copulate with you, maybe we can raise strong kindred, survive the winter. And I have to look him in his sad, pathetic eyes, where he feels, and say, bleh. For if you like to breed with me, you must first defeat me in hand-to-hand combats, and I have yet to lose. I am very lonely. So I am taking competitors every Wednesday, 2 to 3. You know where to find me. Thank you.
Krystal Tholen,
Thank you,
everybody.
Oh, that was so less awkward than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
I mean, you first of all, it was weird because you did the bit about me, like you never broke eye contact with me.
Yeah.
And when you're doing the thing about the sandwich, you were looking at Cody's sandwich the entire time. So.
Honestly, I didn't know if it was part of your bit or if it was just suggestions for the sandwich at a point. And I was like, oh, wait, no, it's the bit.
Go to Publix and get a sub. Do you want pickles? On my titties.
I was like, pickles would be good. The O on the titties. Okay. And I was like, they would have been good on the sandwich. I love the set. It was
So,
great.
Krystal, where do you perform regularly?
So I perform at all the regular open mics, which is like, Austin's, Drunken Monkey, anywhere that's pretty much consistent. And then I do showcases with like Leslie Joe.
Yeah.
She runs some pretty awesome rooms with like the Broken Cauldron, and in Celery City she has some rooms. But pretty much anywhere where I can perform, that's like where I'll go.
Yeah. Megan, are you going to do open mic anytime soon?
I've thought about it.
Do you have a joke?
No.
Did you have? Well, no, because this is what we've been doing. You haven't clearly been listening.
Why is that? Why?
Hold on.
Okay.
What we've been doing, and I'll get to you in a second, Krystal,
I do have a that I did.
where we ask of the comedians who come on the show, do you have any bits that you're working on or any joke that you think is not quite there yet that we can workshop with you?
Oh, I have thousands.
I'm
All right,
gonna
well,
give
There's
her
so
some
I'm not
stuff
funny
for
90%
free.
of
Well,
the
no.
time.
You're not giving her
For
your joke.
free?
She's giving you the setup. So do you have like something that you're working on that you think?
Wait, so I can give her any setup and
No,
it's
not
her
for
job
her.
to make it funny?
No.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Megan.
Yeah, can you write for Megan because she's lazy and no, but like if you have something that you're working on for you that you're like, yeah, I'm not sure if this joke lands or not. Like,
Okay.
like do pedophiles call pull-ups pull downs or whatever?
There's a joke that I got. I've only performed it like twice.
Okay.
And,
What kind of reaction are you getting with it? I mean, do you mind if we take one of your like this
no,
and like?
yeah, take it,
And
take
fucking
it.
ruin it.
Yeah, go like
We've
dissect
made
it.
some decent ones.
Yeah.
All right, Borges. So
right.
don't get so.
Now everyone knows your last name, stupid.
I didn't know if that was a thing.
Find her on Facebook.
Cody, come on.
Bleep that
Ever
out.
with-
Hold on, let's
Leave
rewind
it
it.
out, leave
Hey, that's right.
What the fuck was that?
That's just a technology that
That's
Todd's
how-
been using for his insert.
That's
Too
how
terrible.
seagulls say your name.
I want to hear. I want to hear this. I want to hear the joke.
Okay,
All
well,
right,
I
Krystal.
have one that's just like a funny premise. It's like just a one-liner that I would love to expand upon, but I don't know how to expand upon it. So this is it. Okay. So I absolutely hate boring conversations when I'm eavesdropping. And now I don't know. And that's it. And then I'm like, okay, next joke.
You might, but you might not have to because that's a good. That's a good joke.
one-liner.
It's a one-liner, but it's like I would love to expand it into the point where it's like, so I was,
You could do
I was
like
at Chick-fil-A and this lady's talking how she gave a hand job to a homeless man, and I was like, oh, who hasn't done that? Live a life, you know?
I'm gonna live a life.
But I haven't been able to make that part funny yet.
I think it's just opening that. Like you doing a conversation between two people that's very mundane. It's just like I was something like that, but like make it more mundane. It's just like I fucking hate when and then deliver that punchline. I don't know, something that effect. I feel like having
So,
an
like,
approach, like a small scenario, like a quick like 3-line like conversation with somebody.
Or you could take like kind of what Cody is saying, but if you say eavesdropping, and then you say like. I like interesting conversation and use that as a springboard and say like this guy told me, like we were in this small little room and he's just talking to me and he's like, hey, so I cheated on my wife and I said, listen, I'm just cleaning this confessional. I'm not the priest. And or you know what I mean?
Or
Like,
it'd be even better. It's like, hey, I cheated on my wife. I'm like, I know, I'm on your dick. And that way it's a little more honest to my character.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
No, that's good. No, I like that.
I like
Or
I
it
like
could
the
be a-
phrase
I like that.
on my dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
What are you gonna be in?
yeah, of course we're in. We don't say
You're in.
no.
We
I'm not
are
in.
on.
I'm not
I'm
into pee
on.
pee. Megan, stop saying urine. I'm not going to do
Oh
that.
my shit.
It could also be like a stalker joke. Where it's like I hate boring conversation when it's the guy I'm stalking or something to that effect.
Or
like
the
that
guy,
being the punchline.
the guy I'm eavesdropping. He even got my description wrong when he was calling the cops or something like that.
Well, I personally, I'm a big fan of crowd work, which I think is funny about your act.
You're
so
in.
like even just being like having it be, I hate boring conversation when I'm eavesdropping. You two are fucking boring as shit.
yeah.
When I was waiting to go on, and you guys were talking about what fucking groceries. Just buy bread. Don't talk about it, bitch.
Yeah. I that's a really good suggestion.
I like
Thanks.
that. I like that.
Megan, write that down for your act.
Great. No, I did write something down once
Yeah.
because it's the only thing I have ever written.
Go for it.
down.
I'll pull up my list.
No, but it's. I don't think it's gonna work out.
Well,
with
let's
you
hear it.
guys.
Let's hear it.
So it's like, hey, how you guys doing tonight? I said, how you guys doing tonight?
Good.
I said, how you guys doing tonight? Now, come on, you guys, how are you guys doing tonight? And just do that for 5 minutes, and then go, don't you fucking hate?
Me.
I already fucking said how I'm doing. Don't yell at me. Because they make us do that at the theme parks.
If you just
Where
ended
it's
with a
like,
knock
yeah.
knock joke, aren't you glad I didn't say how you doing? Just to do that for 4 minutes and 55 seconds to deliver that one last thing, and then
I'm a big
I'd be
fan
so
of
pissed.
Kaufman shit, dude. Like,
Well, I told you my
yeah.
I auditioned.
Go there bongos.
yeah.
I auditioned. One of the theme parks here used to make you audition every year, and it was kind of like this.
They still do.
They force
Yeah,
you to
no,
audition.
you don't have to, unless you want a contract.
Yeah.
But no, but they would make you audition every year, like you had to, or you were done. Even if you were part time, you had to audition. So I would always go in and try to do the most like ridiculous thing.
Yeah.
Like one year, I went in and I had this bag full of Laffy Taffy, and I walked up and I said, "Hi, my name is Todd, and I'm gonna do my monologue." And I reached into the bag and I opened up a Laffy Taffy. I stuck it in my mouth and then I read the joke and I said, "What if a baby ghost call his mom and dad? Transparents." And then I threw the wrapper on the ground, reached into the bag, and pulled out another one and said, "What is a pirate's favorite letter of the alphabet? R." And I did that for 5 jokes, and then I my last one was a repeat joke. So I'd reach in and I go, "What does a baby ghost call his?" Oh, shh. And then I reached into the bag and it was empty. And then I stood there and I hyperventilated and then I ran out of the room.
I love that.
I think things like that. Like I had this idea for something I would love to do at an open mic, and I just don't know if I have the balls to try it, but I would really love to. But it was called suicide bombing, and the idea is to bomb as hard as you can on purpose, but in a way that's hilarious.
Oh yeah. I love
So, like, for example, one of them is getting introduced first time on stage, Mr. Todd Farron, and I come up and I'm like, "Hey, everybody, I work at an office, so this is exciting." Everyone at the office always tells me, you should go up and do some stand up or something. So I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." And then I pull a little note card out from my pocket, and I go, "How many diets is Cheryl from accounting going to go on? Am I right?" And then when there's no reaction, pull out a pen and then cross that one off the list like it's not working. And then just do only inside jokes that there's absolutely no point of reference to. I had another one that requires people. And what it would be is I would go up on stage and I'd go, "Whew, I didn't think I was going to make it here on time tonight. I'm actually kind of weird, but I've been fucking my best friend's wife." And then from the back of the theater, you hear, "What the fuck?" And then this guy storms up on stage and goes, "What the fuck, Todd?" And I goes, "Oh, shit, Cody, I didn't know you were going to be here." And you're like, "You invited me." and then he just starts hitting me. And then he goes, "Fuck you," and walks off stage. And I put blood capsules in my mouth, and I stand up and I go, "My boss is a real asshole." And then you hear, "Motherfucker," and another guy comes out of the audience, and the whole thing is me keep trying to continue this act, and everyone I talk about comes up and hits me.
That is so great. I love that.
You would have to clear it with security though, because security would be like, "Hey,
Jump on some guy.
hey man."
What kind of open mic has which
I don't
open
know,
mic?
man.
Are you talking about stand-up open mic?
Classic open mic
Doesn't he
security.
have
The
to
coffee bar has a bouncer?
No, I'm thinking of like
The Improv does.
The Improv does. What's the downtown one?
We did a show at the Improv when it was downtown. And it was a Duty Humor show, which was an old sketch comedy troupe I was in. And we did this sketch. This was, guys, Ruben, you know Ruben.
Stutter?
What?
Stutter?
No,
Irvin.
But he was in the audience.
American Idol, so.
He became a part of our show, but he was in the audience. And this was our first duty number 1. And we had a dude. We had a dude in the audience drunk out of his mind.
Ruben stuttered.
And Ruben, our friend, was like, "Shut up, man!" And the guy dropped the N-word. And Ruben stood up. Guys, the biggest, blackest bouncer I've ever seen in my entire life was like a ninja.
Yep.
Came out of nowhere.
Bye.
Picked the drunk guy up like a surfboard and carried him out of the theater.
Surfboard.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the joke that you wanted to work on.
Oh no!
That's why I've been silent, because I think
I solved it.
I thought I was working back on the idea that I had earlier. Okay. So it's like so I was in the bank the other day, and I was there's a guy in line talking to the bank teller, and I overhear them talking, and or I guess you wouldn't say that. You just say,
"Oh, for fuck's sake!"
All right, here we go. Okay. So I was in the bank the other day, and there was a guy in line talking to the bank teller, and they made the little joke of, I got too much money. I guess you're not going to have enough change to use that. And, I just fucking hate small talk between, like, an employee and a guy I've been stalking for about a year. I think something like that is a good.
I like that.
It still could be worked out, but I like the.
I have
People, Jason has something. He likes something about it. He hates it.
Nope, hates it.
All right, great.
I said the first fart you have after shitting your pants as an adult is the scariest fart of your life. You can't trust your own ass for a while. It's like a cheating spouse. Like, I think that has legs somewhere, but like you shit your pants and it's like your ass betrayed you. And you can never trust it again.
I think that definitely has legs, but I think I've heard that premise covered quite a bit.
Really? Those
I can
fuckers.
think of. But you would have to go on to your unique experience. Like, when was the last time you shit your pants?
I've
Todd?
never done it. That's disgusting.
Todd, be honest with us. I shit my pants at one point.
No, I honestly.
Everybody's just a little
the
bit.
closest.
Todd, baby.
No,
Todd,
for real.
come on.
I have a thing about my poop. I have to poop in my house. So the closest I ever got to shitting my pants was in a Walmart, and I was shitting in the Walmart, and that's how you know it was serious.
I shit anywhere.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
we
an
saw you.
exaggeration.
I will. I don't care. I also sit all the way down on the toilet seat. I don't fucking care.
You're such a badass.
That's how you should start your set.
I don't fucking care.
You should start your set by going, I sit down on the toilet
I sit
seat.
down on the
I feel like that's how you talk when you're drunk. I don't give a fuck.
fucking care.
I'm gonna fucking
Well,
sit on the toilet
sit-
seat.
She's
I don't
drunk
give
right
a
now.
Shit.
this is not
Oh.
this is not an energy drink. This is
What is that?
a highball.
A highball.
Highball energy. It's sparkling water, but it's got energy in it.
Is so a highball's that drink? Like, is an 8-ball? Is
8-ball
a
is
drink or
Uh,
8-ball is
cocaine?
cocaine.
okay? So
Highball is this.
What a giraffe has.
Should put that in your type 5.
In my type 5.
That was
What does a
cool.
giraffe have?
it-
Highballs. And people are like, what? Why?
And you ever notice
You ever
how
notice how-
giraffes always talk the same? Just go up and replace every racist joke with a specific animal and see if people get uncomfortable or
That's
not.
kind of funny.
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay,
Oh, no, thank you.
You know, as good as an idea that
how
sounds.
do pandas name their children?
Oh man.
I was hoping that I had notes, but I don't.
You don't?
I don't have any notes on
I
jokes I thought.
have one
Yeah.
that says it's just a sentence that says feminism has a lot of rules, and I don't think I ever I never went back to it, so I don't know what.
Well,
that
you could say feminism has a lot of rules. It's not a joke. I just want you all to take something from this tonight. I had one that was, I had sex with an older woman once, and like a kind of a pat myself on the back moment. She said that I was the best she'd ever been with, but then I realized it's weird because your mom is always supposed to tell you did a good job.
Oh boy. Yikes.
All right.
See, that's why I don't do it.
Thank
why
you
I
for
don't do
making my
it.
stalker joke less creepy. After saying that, it really took the pressure off. I appreciate it.
Something about fucking your parents. It needs to be.
I had
would
the
like
only
to
thing I had
know.
written down was a sketch idea, which was
Yeah.
I think already done. It was called the Bro Ward.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the word Broward and just thought of that. But it's like the idea is that like this is a psych ward, but with the intention of it being like a bro to like help them get back to where they were. It's like he hasn't chugged a keg in a long time. It's starting to get really serious. He's I'm sorry to say, but he's not even wearing polos anymore. No.
He's down to one polo.
Yeah. He's stopped doing gains and started doing gain on his actual shirts using detergent for once. It's just like stupid shit. Like I had a few.
We wrote a sketch for Duty Humor that we never performed, and it was a circle jerk. But you know what a circle jerk is?
Yeah.
I think I might be able to guess.
It's where guys masturbate onto a biscuit or a cracker.
Oh.
or-
No,
I thought it was-
in a circle.
yeah. You
I thought
do it-
there's one guy in the middle, and he's the jerk, and then you jack off onto him,
No.
right?
No, I
You-
thought it was like a massage train.
No, A massage train? You masturbate onto like a cracker or a piece of bread or something, and whoever comes last has to eat it.
I mean, I think mine's still true if you use a white guy.
Yeah.
Then you're still getting it on a cracker.
Okay.
Why is that the only slur we can get away with?
Honky.
I'm
sorry.
Someone said they got offended by the term honky. I was like, it's really funny.
Use
Whenever you, like,
could
go
you
for-
say W word, please?
White?
Megan.
Oh.
I was going with her thing about it being a slur.
Oh.
Good job, honky.
Thanks. I'm taking it back. I don't care, man.
Taking them all back. No,
Taking 'em all
no,
back.
just white. Yeah. What were we talking about?
I don't know. I have to pee.
All right.
Well, that's convenient.
So
You've got it going.
can we? Are we doing?
Keep going
are we
more.
keeping
All right,
going?
we can. So,
All right.
more things to talk
Or
about.
can I
Did I
run
did
and
I
then
tell you?
come
You
back?
can run, pee, and come back.
Did I tell you
Okay.
about the lady that passed out
Hey, good luck in there.
before and during my flight at on my way back from Vegas last week?
No.
Oh, yeah.
What happened?
So there's this I was sitting with two of my friends, and all of a sudden it was like one of those seats that are back to back in the airport, and all of a sudden it's this old couple who's been sitting there for a minute, and the old man just starts going, Sandy, 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 wake up, Sandy. I'm like, what the fuck? And this woman has like passed out and is like unconscious. Her eyes are like rolling in the back of her head, and we were like, holy shit. I had to run over to the like gift shop thing that was the closest thing I could see of like employees. Is like, you guys need to call paramedics. This lady is not responsive or whatever. And the girl was like, I think someone else is calling, and they pointed over to one of the Southwest gates where it looked like some other person had gone to do it. And I guess it took some convincing for them to call the paramedics, which was really weird.
Yeah.
But what was interesting was it got to a very like classic movie line of, is there a doctor in the house? Like it was that serious. And literally there was a man who was sitting in one of the restaurants that jumped over. For some reason they had a fence to like block off so people didn't walk in the seats area.
Yeah.
But he jumped over that to go and help, and it took like 15 minutes before the paramedics actually showed up, which
What?
was crazy to me.
Yeah.
Considering that it's in an airport. I guess I've always had the assumption that being in an airport, they would have like quicker response time.
Right.
But I guess that's not the case.
Well, they had to
necessarily.
go through security.
Yeah. They don't have anybody on. So they're like, oh, come on, we got to check our bags again. Take off your shoes.
What are you doing with all these needles? Where blood?
But you know who showed up in under 5 minutes?
Who?
A customer service representative from Southwest. It was there, and she's just like, hi, how's it going? She's got like a clipboard. The lady is on the floor. They're like elevating her feet with
Could
like
you
three
sign
other people.
this to say it's not our fault?
You guys mind taking a survey right now? Like on a scale of 1 to 5, how is your, like, she didn't do that.
Yeah.
But I was just imagining like the extent of that. And I was just like, that is so insane that person, because she wasn't like one of the main people at the gate. She was like a person that had to come over.
Right.
She was like part of management.
Was the older lady okay?
Yes, so she was fine. So she, I guess, was hiking up in Utah and didn't eat very much. And it was very hot in Las Vegas. It's in the desert,
Yeah.
obviously. So it was like she was sitting near the window, so it was like just sun was hitting, and it was very hot and warm. There wasn't like a lot of AC, so that we think that she passed out because of that. And then they cleared her to get on the flight. She was on our flight.
Yeah.
So this was like maybe an hour before we were supposed to take off. We finally board, and we're getting going and stuff. And you know how the airplane usually has like the battery on, kind of like whenever you're just kind of waiting in the parking lot on your car. Well, when they're backing out, they turn all that off to turn the engine back on, and so the AC goes off. Well, in that time that the AC was going off as we're being pushed back from the gate, the old lady who is on our plane passes out again, and we are taxiing to take off.
Yeah.
So one of the other guys that had been helping with that situation, who is a doctor, I guess, as well, immediately stands up and was like, we need to get something. So they had to stop the plane in the middle of the runway, had to go and grab an oxygen tank from the front of the thing, and they had to have us taxi back to the gate.
Yeah.
And we got to the gate, and who is the first person to get onto the goddamn plane?
Cuba Gooding Jr.
No, it is the same customer service representative from before who comes on. She's like, hi, so we're not going to be able to let you guys fly. As she's like breathing through an oxygen mask. She's like, I guess we're going to have to get you guys out of here, okay? And I was like, this is out of a sketch. This is stupid.
Yeah.
They finally got her off, and then we had to wait a long time, but it was like an hour delay. But what's great about Southwest is when there's some sort of like customer service mishap or whatever, they try to like amp it up during the flight. So I got free drinks because they didn't charge for anything. I had 5 cranberry and vodkas. After the third one,
You passed out?
no, I passed out. They had to land the plane. No, there was a male flight attendant who had been serving me all night.
They prefer stewardess?
Sorry, stewardess, and came up to me, and I was like, "Can I get another one?" And he just sat on my armchair and he goes, "Well, aren't you a thirsty pickle?"
No, he did not.
And
that's
and
great.
I didn't know what he said because I was I was pretty drunk at that point.
You're like,
and
"Yep."
I was like, and then he walked away, and I was like, I think I just got hit on. And he's like, what did he say? I was like, something about a pickle. And he goes, he probably called you a thirsty pickle. I was like, damn, you right.
That's the name of the podcast, by the way.
Thirsty pickle.
Aren't you a thirsty pickle?
But yeah, that was it was a great flight, and then I got off very drunk. But yeah, that was my.
And now you learned a new pickup line.
Yeah, well, aren't you a thirsty pickle? Yeah, that's the end of my story. So the old lady's fine, I think. We don't really know. She walked off or something. They helped her.
That's the kind of interesting thing is you don't really know that. We've had situations before. I was doing a show for sleuths, and it was a matinee during the day. It's murder mystery, and this was for like a retirement group. And there's a show where my character comes in from the back of the room and talks to one of the characters on stage. So it was my friend Barry. This was when Sleuth was in their previous location. And I say, "Can I go now?" And he's not looking at me. He's looking at this dude who's sitting like with his back to me facing the stage. And I just see this guy's head like dropping down, like he's just kind of nodding off. And this dude was just like, all of the people at his table just start shoving pills into this guy's mouth. Like, not his pills, their pills.
What?
And the paramedics come. They pick the guy up in the chair, carry him out of the room. And I was like, "Hey, so what happened?" And they're like, I mean, we don't know what happened with him yet, but we don't know what pills these people were stuffing in his mouth. And that made me think, because I don't know the conclusion to that story.
Oof.
But I mean, it is a great thing to think, like, if you really want to get high and
Just
don't have any of your own, just start faking some sort of sickness, and people
You
at
have to
your
do it
table will
around
just
old
pop
people.
out of their
Because they're the ones that they have pills to
you
spare.
got, but you gotta awkwardly like bring it up, like, hey, so you guys have pain issues or anything? Like, you guys take Oxy or anything like that? Just curious,
Yeah, why? Cody did a visual for those of you. Who,
Yeah, this is a really good podcast.
He looked
visual.
like that girl who died first in the ring.
You guys ever see that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've never seen The Ring?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen parodies, and I've actually
You've never seen The Ring?
No.
No.
I've seen clips.
You guys suck.
My last
get
friend,
the gist
she had asked the same thing whenever right before she broke up with her ex-boyfriend. She was like, "Where's the ring?" Anyways, that's my time, guys. Thanks so much.
All right, we got to wrap this up. Cody,
Yeah.
Oh shit, we'll have to do this like next week.
Why?
No, I had an idea on my way here, and I thought, well, we'll just do it next week.
What is it?
I thought about improvising a ghost story.
Oh, spooky.
That sounds interesting.
That's a teaser for next week.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna forget about it until like 3 weeks from now. I'm gonna go shit. All right, Cody,
Yeah.
what did you learn tonight?
I learned that just because you think stalker jokes are funny, not everybody else does. And if you think someone else is on board with it, they're not going to agree.
Megan,
Yeah.
what did you learn tonight?
I learned that if you say, "Hey, I have to pee," and then you go pee, and then you come back, you're not going to talk for the rest of the time. So you might as well just hold it.
Krystal, what did you learn tonight?
Not everyone shits their pants. I didn't know that.
I'm sorry, guys. I'll work on it.
We haven't seen The Ring. You haven't shit your pants. It's the same
I've
thing.
seen The Ring.
But you
No,
haven't shit
you
your
but you
pants.
haven't shit your pants. We haven't seen The Ring. It's equal.
I have done the thing though where I didn't wipe fully.
Ew.
Does that count?
No, that's just bad hygiene.
Yeah. You gotta really get
There's one time where I just put my shitty my pants back on and I just got shit all in my pants. So
I saw a video of a guy in the shopping mall shitting in a potted plant, And
Why were you watching?
It's like, no, I wasn't sitting in the mall going, I hope someone shits in that plant. It was I think it was on Tosh.0. It was security footage. And you see this guy just standing there. He's like waiting for a lull in foot traffic. And then he drops his pants and just shits in this bush. And then just pulls up his pants and walks away. And I was like, oh, a no wiper.
It's like that video of that woman who just starts shitting in the middle of the store and then like wipes her ass and then throws it at the clerk. It's my favorite thing. Anyways,
I quit my job at that point. I'm like, I quit. I'm out. When they throw shit at me, I'm out.
Go home after that. Shit on
No,
your-
I'm
what
not
happened,
good.
honey? I won't talk about
I'm giving everyone a hug. If I get shit on and you guys are there and witness to it and you let it happen, we're all hugging.
I let it happen because I was already out the door.
I was the one that threw the shit.
I
I
learned
gotta go.
something tonight too. The minute someone starts yelling, if they reach towards the back of their pants, there's no good way for that story to end. I'm out. It's either a gun or doo-doo. All right, we're Mama's Comedy Show. We're here every Friday night at 10 p.m. Call 407-363-1985. You can find me, Todd, on Snapchat and Twitter. Twitter is at Todders. Snapchat and Xbox Live is Duty Poo Poo, DOODIEPOOPOO. Cody, where is you?
I is in two places, actually, both for the same show. Next week on the 15th, I am doing a show called Flashlight, which is the debut before we do it at Creative City Project, which is happening on the 19th and 20th, which is taking over downtown Orlando.
Yeah.
But the concept is actually very similar to what you wanted to do on the podcast tonight. It is a campfire-like story. It's all improvised.
Ours is happening first, though, right? We're doing ours first.
We're doing ours on Monday, so fuck you.
This coming Monday?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I'm going to go record you guys and then just repeat everything.
Perfect.
I'll edit it, though.
Copyright. But yeah, so it's everybody that's there, every audience member has flashlights that they are illuminating the audience with. There's no other lights.
We're
but
doing
their
that, too.
flashlights.
We're doing that, too.
Yeah, it's a good visual for the podcast, too. I know that from experience. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it's free to see, I think, for the Cole show. But it is, I don't know what they charge for the Creative City Project. This is a great visual that only I can see, Todd.
Creative City is free too.
Oh, perfect. And we have showtimes.
Our podcast is free.
6:15, 8:15, 9:30 on both Friday and Saturday at Creative City, and then I think the show is at 9:15. But you should come to the Causing a Scene, which is beforehand at 7:30. That's it.
Nice. Megan, where is you?
Various places on the internet.
Could you say you is and then say where you are?
You is
No.
various places
my
on the
God.
internet. Fuck you, Todd.
Fuck is.
I am also going to be doing the short form showdown on Sunday. This Sunday.
Oh, nice.
Fuck's sake.
Thunder. You guys,
Jesus
it's Michael.
Christ.
Is that great news?
Hurricane Michael.
Okay, we can't joke about him. It was the motorcycle something.
Oh, the motorcycle standard shop. I did a show there.
Address.
It's great.
It's 2545 Industrial Boulevard.
It's over in Winter Park. It's like right off of Morse, I think. Morse Road and Fairbanks.
You guys,
Yeah,
I'm going to run
somewhere
out of
over
tape.
Okay. It's a super cool venue, so I'm told they have like motorcycle seats you can sit on, which
Yeah.
is fucking neat. But it's gonna be improv, short form improv on Sunday, 7 o'clock.
Fun.
Crystal. Where can people find you or follow you?
Alrighty, if you're not looking at me on a stage, you can find me online on Instagram at KHRY_STALL, Krystal. That's where I can post some comedy stuff as well as some different art form stuff. And then you can also find my Facebook, which is just Krystal Tholen, Krystal with a K. And if you'd like to see any more shows or anything, you can go to the all new Orlando comedy scene to find all our shows.
All right. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Good night.